Hey friends, it's Len here at 1A Auto. Today I'm working on a 2007 Toyota FJ Cruiser, and I'm going to be replacing the fuel tank straps. It's going to be a fairly easy job. I want to be the guy that shows you how to do it. If you need any parts, you can always check us out at 1aauto.com. Thanks. Okay, so what we're going to want to do, now that we've got the vehicle raised and supported safely, we're going to want to take down this shield right here, okay? You've got a nut here, nut there, and then if you could see them, there's going to be a nut there and a nut there. So what we're going to do, we're going to support this. You might not need to if your straps are good. You shouldn't have this strap right here. This is just, I don't know, somebody put that on there for some reason, and we're going to replace it. So I'm going to cut this right off of here. I'm not planning on reusing this. I don't think that it's going to be much use. So we'll cut this off. I'm just going to grab some cutters. And now that we've got this supported so the tank can't go anywhere, we'll get this out of the way. And my cutters, my safety glasses, in case this thing goes awry. Just going to go ahead and cut through this. There we are. Let's get this out of the way. This side. Maybe I'll grab this side down after I get the tank down a little bit. Not worried about it. Set this aside, cycle it, dispose of it properly. Now we've got a clear view of the rest of our nuts here, or what should be. Hopefully we can get that off. Okay. We're going to use our 12mm socket. Goes right onto these nuts here. That's what it looks like. Set that aside. Just give it a couple loving bonks. There we are. Okay, our shield can move around at this point, so we want to be careful. We have a ground strap up here. I'm going to take the nut that I took off there. I'm just going to put it on a couple threads. There we are. Not too much, just so this can't fall down. I'm going to come up here with my 10mm socket. I'm going to remove that nut for the ground strap. Seems like a strange thing to have a ground strap attached to this. It might also be just a strap for in case the plastic breaks here and this comes down, it'll be able to be caught. That's my guess. There we are. I'm gonna go ahead and try to remove the other nut there. There we are. Take down this bracket. Okay. There's our two nuts. Nothing special about them. 10mm. We'll set those aside. We can move along. All right, I'm gonna go for this one using my 12mm. Just tap it on. Safety glasses are super important whenever you're working underneath the vehicle. You don't want to get any debris in your eyes. We're gonna remove this. Okay, that one's not coming off. We'll move ahead, do this one. Same thing, 12mm. Give it a couple loving bonks, get it on there. There we are. Okay. Just gonna start it back on the threads here. There we are. Get my 12 off of there. There we are. Okay, I'm gonna grab a twist socket so I can remove this nut. Okay, so for our strip nut, I'm gonna use something like this. It's called a twisty socket or a stripped nut removal socket. It's nice to go one size down if you can. So this was a 12. If you wanna use a 12, use a 12. If you can somehow get a 7/16 or 11 on there, you can go with that. I'm just gonna give it a couple bonks here. Get it up on there. I've already sprayed it down with the Penetrant, so we don't have to worry about that. And it's a plastic gas tank, so I'm not gonna use any heat. All right. I'll try again. There we are. Get that off of there. As simple as doing this. Just get it to start on there, hopefully. Boy, that's how rusted it is. It doesn't even want to go on. Okay, I got it. Now I'm just going to give it a couple bonks. And theoretically it should come off, but it's not going to right now. So now I'm just going to lower this down. The strap on this one obviously is broken. That's why we're doing this. Okay, so the whole gas tank is kind of coming down a little bit. So I want to make sure that as I go down, I'm not putting any tugs on anything. This is going pretty decent at this point. Essentially all I need to do though is just bring it down to the point where I can grab the gas tank, lift up the tank, and then hopefully slide this shield out of the way. So at this point, I'm going to remove the rest of these nuts. There we are. We'll get this shield out of the way. Let's see. I'm going to take a peek, see what my options are here. Ooh, very dirty. Just put that there for now. I'm just going to put this back here real quick. Less time it's hanging, the better. There we go. Very nice. All right. We can analyze our situation. All right, so here we go. We're going to do the rear strap since this is the one that's broken on this particular vehicle. We're going to do these straps one at a time. I've got my jack stand holding up the tank for me. I'm just going to go ahead and give this a couple bonks, get it up on there. 14 millimeter socket. There we are. Just going to take this off of here. Okay, it's very tight. I'm going to grab something a little different. Got something a little different here. Still sticking with our 14 half-inch gun, safety glasses, of course. Okay, it's starting to come loose. I'm just going to spray it with a little bit more penetrant. I'm going to go in with it. Now it comes out nice and easy. There we are. That's what our bolt looks like. So now we're going to take off this clip right here. It's kind of like a cotter pin. It goes through the hole that's in this pin right here, but it has a little hooky-doo that goes around the backside and kind of holds on. I'll show you what it looks like in 1 second here. Get it out of here. So it went through the pin, and then this hook came around the backside and locked it in. It's pretty dirty. I'll just clean it off real quick. There we are. Set that aside. Wiggle this around. I'm gonna grab my pin. Okay. Just gonna give it a couple bonks, see if I can help work it out of here. Pin's coming out. Okay. Stuck in there pretty good. There we are. Get our pin down. There's our pin with the hole. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up before we reinstall it. Big difference. Keep going. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we have our old strap. We're just going to take off this little plastic coating, rubber, whatever it is. There we are. I'm going to put this on my new one. Start at one side. Just work it on there. Whatever you got to do to get it to go on. Okay? Just put it all on one side here. Essentially, just work it all the way around. I get this strap up here. Put the pin through from the rear of the vehicle to the front. Just like that. grab my little clip that I showed you earlier. Put it through the hole. Give it a little tug. Can't fall off. Pin can't go anywhere. Perfect. Let's go to the next step. Okay, so if you look, you can see the threads on the old bolt. They're pretty much gone all along the top there. So if you have access to it, you just want to replace it. 10 by 125. We're going to use this new bolt, and we're going to go ahead and get that strap. Okay. So I'm just going to get this up on here. Line it up the best I can with my hole. There we are. Here we are. Okay, it's bottomed out. Tight. We can move ahead. All right, let's get this down and out of here. We'll bring it up to the front. We can do the front strap. So the front strap's going to be the exact same as the rear. Well, I guess not really the exact same because, you know, I don't have to cut the ratchet strap or anything. But you're going to take out the bolt here. You're going to take out the pin over there. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 14 millimeter socket again. I'm going to see if I can clear off some of this rust coming around here. Get it all to break up. So hopefully I can get the socket on there. Okay, I can see quite a bit of that bolt now. Cool. Use a little bit of penetrant. There we are. Okay. Use my air gun here. Going with my 14. Okay, it's coming down. There we are. We've got our old bolt. Looks a little better than the first, but I would still replace it. We'll set that aside. And move ahead to the next step. Okay, so same as the rear. We've got our little clip that goes on the end of that pin. So I'm just going to see if I can get it off of here. This one's a little harder to get to because of the angle of the tank. It's kind of playing defense on me here. There it is. Let's set that aside. Okay, let's see if we can get that pin to move. Okay, the pin is moving. Just gonna slide it through just as far as we can, or as far as we need to be able to get this off. There we are. Let's take the pin right out. There we go. I got my pin. I'm gonna clean that up and we'll replace this strap. We're gonna get this up here. So I'm gonna hold my clip, grab my pin. I cleaned the pin, by the way. Looks good. Good job, Lynn. Thank you. Let's get this up in here. Cool. Got our clip. Let's see if I can get my hand up in there, one direction or the other. Here we are. All right, we'll grab our rubber thing. We'll put that on there. This rubber on here, going all the way down along one side. And then I'll bring it over. See if we can get it on there. There we go. Cool. Okay. That's all on there. Very nice. I'm gonna grab my other new bolt, bring it over, line it up with my hole. Just gonna tighten this up. Cool beans. Let's move to the next step. Okay, we've got our shield, our little connector up here. I'm gonna try to use this jack as a support so you know, I can get some work done here. So what I'm gonna do, get it semi-lined up, just like that. Now we can come over here, try to get the rear lined up. Okay. I grabbed a couple of new nuts here. I grabbed some washers. Just get that so it's on there. Can't go anywhere. This one, same thing. Cool beans. We're gonna move ahead to the front. Okay, so now we're just gonna try to flex the shield far enough that we can get the studs to come through the holes, which by my calculations is impossible. There we go, yeah. Cool. All right, while we've got it up, we'll just kind of start one of these on here. All right, shield can't go anywhere now. This up on here. Cool beans. All right, let's move along to the next step. Get this out of here. Get our cable on there. We're gonna put this up on there. We've got our two little nuts. That one started. Grab this one. See if I can get up on there. Cool. Now that we have everything started, let's start tightening it all up. 10 millimeter. Tight, tight. 12 millimeter. 12, 12, 12, 12. There we are. Tight, 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 tight. Booyah. Let's clean up our mess.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.